So, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You probably noticed that there's no tea here. And that's typically because on Runecasting Wednesday, which is what today is, February 2nd, 2022, they're usually very fast reads. So, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get it done, get you on your way. This way, it's not a big, long thing. I'm not sure what yesterday's clocked in at. It clocked in at, I think just under 20 minutes and did not get many views. That's okay. Not everyone's going to be a winner, but I do want to get you out there and get you on your way. I don't want to take up too much of the time that you have graciously spent with me. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, you can get personal readings. They're very, very easy. You simply bring a friend, be a subscriber. Let your friend know to subscribe and name you as a reference, and each one of you gets a free private reading. Or you can send me something from my Amazon wish list, and then I'll give you two private readings and a nice little birthday reading on your birthday. Speaking of which, I got one to do this Sunday, which I'll be taking care of that. A few things to put out there. The My Third Eye podcast featuring the Jarl of our group, the Tribe of the Greyhorn Pagans, Stein Fox, is now ready to go whenever you are. And I'm about halfway through this one. It's about Tartaria, which I was this year old when I first learned of its existence. I had never heard of it before. It's an interesting listen, and it's kind of all over the place, but still very, very interesting. I highly recommend you check it out. Also, received word yesterday that my copy of Heathen Soul Lore is coming, and it's on its way. By the way, you can check out that book online for free through heathensoullore.net. That link is in the description below. And there's also a link to the Lulu website where you can go ahead and purchase your own copy if you wish. Final announcement before I get on with this, and I swear I'm almost done. I am currently I'm currently buried under a mountain of books right now. I am developing my own personal, not personal, but my own tabletop role-playing game. I think I talked about it, I briefly touched on it yesterday, but the best part about it is the rule system that will be devised for it. This is going to be a collaborative effort, so if you are a tabletop role-playing game designer, talk to me. I would love to kind of pick your brain and see where we can take this. I would like for the rule system to be universal, because the heart and soul of it is going to be the rule system, because someone from, let's say, someone who's a Native American, indigenous if you will, can take this role-playing game, take the rule system and apply their own culture to it. So it can, depending on what tribe you are, you can literally use this role-playing system to explore your own ancestry, your culture, your gods and monsters, if you will. Anyone can do it. And my purpose for this was to be a bit of a self-educational tool. And to make it fun. Because don't you want to do things that are fun? Yeah. That's where I wanted to go with it. Anyway, final thing, Boots and I will be doing a live stream this Sunday at about 5 p.m. Eastern on Hangouts. I hope to see you there. Back in the saddle again. Finally. Anyway, significator card. We've got Saul. So the sun is shining. Everything's looking really nice. I can tell you this much, all that snow that we got, which was about maybe 3 inches of it, starting to melt away. Thank goodness for that. See, the problem with snow is that it packs underfoot. And when that happens, and when certain sidewalks have not been plowed, it becomes this unlevel ice and you're slipping all over it. So, really want to point that out. That's why I hate it when it snows, because there are patches of sidewalk that they're not getting shoveled, or no one's going over them with a snowblower. So, here's the thing to talk about. So don't be distracted by gossip. And that's what Saul is letting us know right now. Don't be distracted by gossip or mockery, because those are lower forms of communication. So surround yourself with very positive people. I can tell you in certain circles that I've been running in, some people have found this out the hard way. So right now your sense of personal power is about to increase. So be confident that your situation will improve quickly. Don't procrastinate, okay? Don't be distracted. Every cell of your being should be reaching up. It's called photosynthesis, ladies and gentlemen. And if you haven't been out and getting some sunlight, it's now time to do so. And we have the Norns as our guide. Kind of undergoing our own little song of the Cirrus there, aren't we? We've had Ragnarok pop up a couple times, so wonder if the Norns had anything to do with that. So, the thing about the Norns is that they're kind of, how can I put this? Not really modeled after the Greek fates, but they are very similar. But here's the thing. Some things are fated, but our will and energy can alter them. So we receive gifts from the divine at birth, which we can develop or ignore, but our focus and energy have to be put toward a task if it's going to be successful. Okay, so that's why I say, forgive a lot of my absence and things like that. I am putting my focus and energy onto certain tasks to make them successful. So going to your runes, we have Tivas, we have Lagus, and we have Urus. Now, this is kind of a transition, and this looks to be a very easy and smooth transition, because right now your leadership depends on some very, very keen insight, moving into that strength, moving into that courage, moving into that freedom, starting with this, because this is what it's all about. You do have to be fair, and you have to acknowledge where the problems in your arguments are. You have to acknowledge that no one's perfect, right? You have to be very strong, but you also have to be very fair, you have to be firm, and you have to be consistent. Those are three things that working in the DOC down south for almost 10 years taught me. But Lagoos, or the lake, right now can be a very emotional time. But this is a steady flow. It's a nice even flow as well. And the thing about moving with it, you are actually going with it. You're gonna kind of move with that flow and that direction. And the reason you want to do that, and it may take you away from where you initially wanted to go, but the reason you want to go with that nice, even, steady flow of the lake is because it will take you somewhere you are needed. Right now, where you want to go and where you're needed, they're two different things. You may not be ready for where you want to go, but you are ready for where you need to go. And from it comes that strength, that courage, that freedom that you so desire. And that's what's about to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you why this last full moon, that last wolf moon of the Yule season, I can tell you why it was so hard. And this reading can tell you why it was so hard. It was so hard because many people were resisting it. The changes that they want, the things that they desire, they were really working toward manifesting them. And then when they came, suddenly they were self-sabotaging. Some of them were. It's important not to self-sabotage. You have earned it. You deserve it. It belongs to you. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is everything that I've got. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's do it again tomorrow. Oh, I do have one more announcement. I will be making a midnight posting of Friday morning's video because the schedule changed. They needed me a little earlier, so I need to have that done before I leave. So what I'll be doing is I'll be shooting it, chopping it, scoring it, getting everything ready. I'll be uploading it around midnight or just a little bit after, and then the next morning I'll be posting the links. So I'll be posting it about midnight, but the links will come out before I leave for work. Okay? Anyway, I love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Always do what lights you up. Now is a really great time to write down all your wishes, all the things you desire, all those bits from the heart. We're only in the second day of the new lunar year. Write down all those things that light you up. Work on manifesting them. And as always, my friends, neighbors, family, and acquaintances, shine on.